Hello my lovelies, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, hi, my name's Jakara, and today we're going to continue with the build of this garden arbor slash trellis, flower trellis, and we're going to add another component to this arbor, and that is seating. I wanted to have a bench that I can sit on and kind of admire the climbing roses as they climb up once I get those. And so if you want to see how I build the bench and all the features around it, then stay tuned.
Talk to me nice, talk to me honestly.
So the bench is going to sit on this side, the open side where I didn't have the trellis. And I'm also going to have a water feature behind the bench. So there will be like a water fountain feature behind here, and then a bench that sits here that I can, you know, enjoy the water feature and watch it, listen to it, just sit here and have contemplative thoughts. Anyway, so I am going to be building the bench to attach to these two posts, this one and this one. But first I gotta get all this vegetation and everything out of here, so that's what I gotta do first. I'm gonna start that now.
Taking my hand, leading the way, staying the night. Looking at you, making your moves, there is no silence. I wish you'd never let go. All this moving in the zone, I'ma lose it out of control. Yeah. Looking so sweet, but you're dynamite. I just wanna dance with you. Feeling that burn, I'm not getting out. Yeah. Baby, you make me lose my mind. Maybe you wanna stay the night. Time goes fast, I don't care. I've known you long enough. When we go, we lose track of time. You and I, we can stay inside. Time goes fast, I don't care. I've known you long enough. I know what I want, know that I care. Nothing can change that. Talk to me, babe, fall for me, babe. Need you to hear me.
So I got most of the greenery that was overgrown in this area. I left a little bit because I just want there to be a little bit of privacy with some of this greenery on the fence. Eventually this will all grow back in the spring anyway. So, but I want to cut it down as far as I could. I still have to remove some of the garbage that's over here, or I should say we got some wood that's been here forever. They used to be part of my garden beds, but they've just been laying over here ever since I dismantled those beds. And then I have this old wheelbarrow. I didn't know what to do with it. That's why it's sitting right over here, just kind of out of the way. My dog is just ridiculous. Anyway, so I have to get all that out of the way, and then I want to kind of level out this ground because I'm going to be putting some concrete blocks down here to support the legs of my bench. And yeah, so let's get to shoveling and moving.
I hope you feel the same. I'ma lose it out of control. Looking so sweet, but you're dynamite. I just wanna dance with you. Feeling that burn, I'm not getting out. Yeah. Baby, you make me lose my mind. Maybe you wanna stay the night. Time goes fast, I don't care. I've known you long enough. When we go, we lose track of time. You and I, we can stay inside. Time goes fast, I don't care. I've known you long enough. Yeah, I wanna get there. Just take my hand. Yeah, I wanna get there.
So now that I got this area cleaned out, well, that was a lot of work. That wheelbarrow was not budging. I'm gonna put the pot that I'm gonna use for the water feature back there so that I can measure how far back I want my bench to be. So let's do that.
I fell for you, you made it easy for me, yeah. Nothing that you could ever do would make me leave you, baby. I fell for you, you made it easy for me, yeah. Nothing that you...
Okay, I figured out how far back I want the bench to go in reference to the water feature. And I am using only the 2x4s that I already have. I'm not going to buy any new lumber for this. I'm going to use, I got plenty of lumber that I've stored under my deck that I can use to make this bench. So I'm going to build the frame for it, and then I'll be back and I'll show you how I'm going to position it. Okay, so I got the frame done, and I got these concrete kind of like blocks here to have the back legs sit on, just so it keeps the wood from rotting. And then the front part of the frame is going to be attached to the posts. So I'm going to do that now. All right, this is what it's looking like so far. We'll do the strength test in a minute and see if it'll hold my weight. It can hold my weight. It's pretty level. It's just ready for a seat. So I'm gonna have to gather some plywood. Well, not plywood. I'm just gonna continue with 2x4s on the top, but the problem is I ran out of screws, so I'm gonna have to go back to the hardware store to get some screws. So I'll do that, and then I'll be back when it's time to put the seat on. So my neighbors started to play some really loud music, so I'm doing this voiceover to show you that I did have a bunch of lumber that I could use for the tops of the seat, and I just cut them down to size, and as you can see here, just screwing them in place. I had plenty of lumber that was left over from a previous project that I had done, and yeah, I think it all turned out great. There are several staples in these boards that I need to get out before I paint, and I'm still contemplating on what to do with the paint colors for this thing. I do like this white, the white of this bench. I really do. I just ran out of exterior white paint, so I'm gonna have to paint it, but I'm not really sure if I want to do the same color as the deck, but let me get these staples out, and by the time I finish that, maybe I'll have an idea of what I'm doing. So once I got the staples out, I just went over the top of the seat with my sander because there were a bunch of splinters and things that were sticking up from pulling out those staples. I just want to make sure that everything was nice and smooth, so when I painted it, I wouldn't have any pokey parts that would, you know, injure someone when they sat there. So I am going to stain it the color of the deck. For those who were hoping I would, I am. I really would prefer to have it like white like this, but I don't have enough exterior white paint, so I can't do the whole thing in white, which is kind of what I really want. So until I can get that, the budget on this project is totally blown, so I can't go buy any more right now. Just not gonna buy it. So we're using what we have, and painting it the color of the deck, which is a gray, light gray paint. So if I hate it, hopefully I won't, then I'll consider for the next video's budget to paint it, go get some paint and paint it white. But for now, it's gonna be gray.
We're in trances, going off to different places, different planets. Watch your aura pass me by, losing balance. What if we run out of time and second chances? Empty-handed. You like the fast life, you like to drive and get down and dirty, act like the bad guy. You want some love, be like when you feel like calling at midnight. You got the best of me, you got me losing sleep. I've been hopeful, baby, I was hoping maybe that you'd cross my path. I've been sinking lately, and it's hard to move. Think I'm stuck on you. We're in transits, going off to different places, different planets. Watch your aura pass me by, losing balance. What if we run out of time and second chances? Empty-handed.
I painted most of it as this with the stain. That's the same stain color as our deck. And I'm not a fan. No offense to anybody who suggested it, because I totally get what you were saying. And it doesn't look terrible at all. At all. I mean, it matches the deck. It matches the garage. It's just, I think it matches too much. So, I am going to finish putting the stain on there just as like a base color, base coat. And then I'm going to get some exterior paint and paint it a different color. So, stay tuned to see. I think it's going to be white, because I liked when the seat was white, and I like the white with the white trellis and everything. So I think that's the color I'm going with. I just need to get exterior paint, and so I will finish putting this gray. It just doesn't have the right vibe for me. I want it to be a little bit more cheerful, a little bit more stand out more in the garden. So yeah, we're gonna repaint it, but for now at least it's protected, and for the most part. Anyway, on to the next project. It's getting really I don't say cool out here, but also the mosquitoes are coming out, so I'm gonna go in the house. I'll see you tomorrow. So I did a thing, painted it white because I couldn't take it no more, y'all. That gray was so depressing to me, so I decided to paint it white. I still have another coat to put on it, and hopefully it'll give what I wanted to give. It is already doing it. It's already lifting my mood and making me feel better. So on to the next project. So my next project is to create a water feature with this pot. So I'm gonna go gather my supplies, and then I'll show you how I'm gonna do that. Okay, so the pieces of equipment that I'm gonna need for this water feature are a water pump. I got this one at the Ace Hardware. I got some black spray paint. I got a PVC pipe with 2 PVC fittings to go. One that goes there, and then this fits on, and a terracotta pot, sorry, terracotta pot. The only thing I'm missing, and I might have to get that for next video, is the sprayer, the thing that goes out of the top of the water feature to make it make noise, I guess, or spray out in a pattern. But so this small pipe fitting piece goes onto the PVC. That goes into the bottom of the hole of the PVC, of the terracotta pot. Pipe fitting goes inside the terracotta pot and attaches to keep this in place. I don't know why I'm not getting it on there. Okay, there we go. And then just put a piece of, well, I have some silicone here that I had when I did my repair of my bedroom wall, ceiling. And I'm gonna put that around just to seal it and keep it in place. And then this goes down into the big pot and covers up the water pump that goes underneath. So I'll show you the way I do when I get there. And then there's one more piece that I need. Where is it? Oh, here it is. This bit of tubing. So this tubing, the reason you want this type of fitting at the bottom of or underneath the terracotta is you want this tubing to go all the way down in there, like so. Oh, let me go the other way. I'm not explaining this exactly correctly, but you know, I hope you get what I'm trying to do here. Okay, so the tubing is gonna come out the top, see? And then this part of the tubing gets attached to the water pump. It sits at the bottom of the pot. Sits at the bottom of the pot, and it works. So you hook it under, hook it up to your power source, and then you pour water in the pot, and then it bubbles up out of the tube into the big pot. So I know I didn't explain that great, but let's go to the big pot and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so I'm gonna put the pump down into the pot at the very bottom. I threaded the cord through the bottom of the pot. There's a hole at the bottom. So that's gonna sit like that. Now I'm gonna put the tubing inside the pump. I have one end of the pipe fitting here, the other is here. One goes underneath the pot, the other one goes. Now I've never done this before, so this may not turn out the way I want, but that's okay. So the pipe fitting that's underneath screws into the one that's on top. I can get it. There we go. I can get it. And then you sit this down in the bowl, in the pot. Alright, so the tube comes out like this. The water pump is covered, but we got this PVC pipe goes, thread the tube through there, stick it in there, and that's the general, that's the gist of it all. Now I'm gonna spray paint this PVC black so you won't see it, and then I'll cut it down to size so that it you don't see it sticking over the top of this pot. So, and then let me silicone around the seal of it so that the water won't just like leak through all the time. All right, you guys, I got it to work. I'm so excited. It's not like, because I don't have the little spout thing at the top, it's just kind of like falling over into the pot and dripping down into the pot, which is fine. I'd rather it be like a gentle drip than spraying all over the place. It was spraying all over the place before when the tube was longer. So eventually I'm going to spray paint this tube black, and the terracotta pot will be black, and just make it kind of disappear, and then maybe bring this PVC pipe down a little bit. But it looks really good. I mean, as far as better than I expected. And I like the gentleness of the sound of the water dripping. So I would call that a success, even though it's not fully 100% done yet. But by the time I finish part 3 of this series, it'll all be done. So, all right, my lovelies, that is it. That is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I gave you some ideas, some inspiration. And if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. Also, I'd love to have you here as part of our community. If you don't mind, go ahead and subscribe. It's free, and you'll be up to date in the next part of the series that I'm going to do here with this arbor. We're going to be building some planter boxes and planting some flowers and things like that. So, and we're also going to do some more decoration to the arbor itself. I love this thing. Just the idea of like running water is awesome. It makes me feel more tranquil already. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you have a great day or night wherever you are. Until I see you next time, take care.